one of which is the jury instructions. I get that. And for the victim, there needs to be finality as well. But it does no one any good if I ignore all of this, simply plow forward, and then have to redo it at a later point in time. I'm a big believer, right? Let's do things right the first time to avoid that appeal, exactly. Or at least that particular issue. And I think there's an argument that if I ignore all of this and later on a court of appeals or Supreme Court says this was an actual conflict of interest, or one at least that rises to the level of being a serious potential conflict of interest, then that's that would likely be the remedy. Agreed. Assuming all other issues, would be affirmed. So I'm mindful of that as well. This weighs heavily on me. I spent a lot of time looking at it. I looked at the various ethical provisions. And while I agree with the state that it can't be just an allegation from a disgruntled or desperate defendant, generally speaking, there has to be something more. It is important, Ms. Kurczewski, that I know your position on all of this as well, because also in the case law, there's a recognition that even with an appointed attorney, if this is who you want to continue representation, that matters as well. And I don't know your position, so I'll ask you. I don't want you to comment on anything else. Merely, do you want either Attorney Galaviz or Attorney Kugler to represent you at sentencing?
I did. I do not, because up until yesterday, neither one has done anything for me now because they had halted all proceedings due to the DA conversation they have had. So at this point, as much as I wanted to get out of Waukesha County and proceed forward and go through appeals, I don't, because nothing has been done for sentencing except last minute yesterday. Partial. I have letters of character in limbo. I have nothing completed for sentencing, so no, I don't. And I frankly blame the state for that. They proceeded to release this information, which should have not been done, and it has created this mess. So while they are requesting they should not withdraw on their behalf, I don't think this is right. Everything has been done wrong since they have came forward last week with this information. And I do say, no, I did not write it. There's cameras all over this jail. There's recorded phone calls. There's a lot of issues here that, no, everything should be stopped. And I need to look at my legal rights because I don't know what they are at this point.
I can tell you.
No, I do not think because of everything that I have since learned, no, I should not have either attorney, which is very hard, proceed at this point, and sentencing should be stopped today.
I can advise you that even if I require them to stay on, I would not go forward with sentencing today because I'm mindful that there has been a pause. Yeah. And so knowing that if I were to keep them on, I would adjourn sentencing to give them time to prepare. Does that change your position in any way?
No, I don't think either one of them feel comfortable staying on, so I would prefer not to at this point because of the conversation or little of conversation I've had with both of them. I would prefer not to, no.
Do you understand that could be a significant delay?
Unfortunately, yes, I do. And that is more upsetting, and that is on the state at this point. They released this information. They made this mess. It should have been stopped, but they did this. And that is, quite frankly, very frustrating. And they have nobody to blame but themselves right now. And it is very frustrating. It is very frustrating. And I was told walking out of the detective's office last week, just so you know, you probably will not be leaving anytime soon because of this. Knowing I wanted to leave. I have not told them I did not write these letters. So again, that is coming from what? My phone calls? My conversations?
All right,
I did not.
We should... I'm going to advise you at this point that I've heard your position. You should consult with an attorney.
I would love to. I still put on record and nobody will
making
talk
any
to
further
me.
statements.
I've been trying all week. And I have a letter for you that I have tried to get through the jail, but I will not send it anywhere because I don't trust putting anything out there. So I have had a letter since Sunday for you. I couldn't send it. I have it with me today. Obviously,
I'll
don't
accept
have
that
to do it now.
filing today if you would like to provide it. And it will be uploaded and e-filed and it will be part of the record.
That is completely fine.